From humble beginnings to growth and evolving. And the arrival. This is First GenXers.
Poetic beats. Live. Hey, what's up, y'all? This here is the one and only Dark. I'm tripping over my own damn name. Dark Lord 100,
The
aka
fuck is
Double
wrong with
KK
you?
Double, on the First GenXers Radio Network. I am here with the one and only Night Shift God, Rune Squire, aka Dave. What's up, bro?
Hey,
And,
how you doing?
and the man that runs, well, most of this, and that's Agent K28, better known to me as the Saint. What is up, y'all?
What's good, man? What the hell is going on around here?
Yeah, I would say not
What's
much at all
happening?
right
Jeez.
now.
Yeah, we
Just
we
a,
we done missed out. You know, it's like we missed out last week, so we
yeah.
really need to catch up on some shit. Let's
Well,
go.
well, a belated Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there that are watching. So, that
Yes.
was last week. This is this week, but had to reach back there and do that. So, anyway, as always, we open the show with Pop Culture Corner, where we discuss everything pop culture. And this week, your boy Double KK Double brought something to the board. And gentlemen, we're gonna go through this list real quick of upcoming movies that people are excited to see, and we're gonna see exactly how excited these gentlemen are to see them. Sirs, we are going to open up with Insidious 6. I have seen, I believe, the first three. The last two, my ex watched all of them, loved all of them. The series is about now a film series. It's a horror franchise created by Leigh Whannell and James Wan. That is produced by Blumhouse in association with Sony Stage 6 Films. So, Dave, why don't you kick us off with any thoughts you may have about this movie, which is due to release in August of next year?
Um, you know, I'm aware of Insidious. I haven't really watched it. Horror isn't exactly my bag, baby, but um, you know, usually there needs to be some sort of tie-in, like especially like science fiction. I mean, I'm all about The Thing, Alien, Event Horizon, etc., etc. Yeah, but yeah, and also I kind of have been staying away from James Wan mostly because, aside from Aquaman, which was freaking fantastic, um, but it's modern horror films for me. Saw turned the industry from stalker tension into torture porn,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like, I mean, I've seen exactly one of the dozen or so Saw films, just for because everyone else was going to go in the group was wanted to see it, so it's like, sure, why not? And it's like, yeah. Um, I may catch up with it. I've heard good things about Insidious, but um, I don't know. We'll see
Yeah.
about it. So I am kind of meh.
Meh. Well,
And, and I understand why people are excited. I'm glad they're excited. You know, you want to see it? Great, cool. Go see it.
yeah,
Don't let me dissuade you from that.
for sure. Saint, any thoughts on this movie theaters series?
No, sir.
No. All
That
right.
was one that I completely missed the bar on. No, seriously.
No, no. Well, here's what's funny, and here's why I've been laughing this whole time, Dave. Well, it wasn't at you. I was laughing because you brought up the Saw movies, and Saw 11 is the next movie that I was going to bring up that we're looking at. It's due out September of this year. It continues the series. They haven't really, and now mind you, it comes out September this year, and they haven't even announced whether or not this is like a prequel, a sequel,
Right.
or what. And I think because they're lost. To be honest with you, I think they've gone so many twists and turns with this series that they lost me before
I
Chris
mean,
Rock joined the series. Like
I
for
mean,
those of you who don't know, like around like Saw 5, Saw 6, Chris Rock or somebody like that joined the series, and I just
yeah,
stopped watching.
they're they,
No, no,
they've gotten they got into Friday the 13th territory where they killed off the main boogeyman, and they're trying to figure out how to um, move on and replace the boogeyman with a legacy or whatever. And it's like it's just not working.
Yeah,
mm-mm.
same. Just
Saw. No, 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 no. That and that movie with Chris. No, because I can't see. I can and the only serious role that I really actually seen Chris Rock in was New Jack City. Okay, because
well, I don't know. Well, I think I
it
Love
no
My Wife
no
was a comedy, so never mind.
well no and I'm saying it because I can't take him seriously. Like he did an episode of Empire, and it was like no, that was a negative for me. So it's like I can't see him as a gun toting. Like even with Lethal Weapon 4, it was comedy. That's
Yeah,
it. That was right with him. But no, no,
Yeah,
no, sir.
yeah, uh,
No. Hell
yeah.
no.
It's the Rush Hour series. Sorry, no, that's Chris
that's
Tucker,
Chris
not
Tucker.
Chris
Yeah,
Rock.
it's
That's
okay.
Chris Tucker,
It's
man.
okay, Dave.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's quite all right.
It's all right.
Oh well, that was my white person moment for the day.
Well, say okay. So the next movie we're going to look at is a part of the. I guess I'll call it the 28 series. I guess you could call it. First, it was 28 days later.
Oh
Then it was
yeah,
28 weeks later. Now it's 28 years later.
yeah,
Starring Cillian Murphy, Jodie Comer, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Ralph Fiennes, and Jack O'Connell. So
yeah.
this movie is due out in June of next year.
You know, I just had a conversation with this
Mm.
about this last night about the 28 series. Um, I went in to watch 28 Days Later.
Mm.
I'm watching it. It's like, okay, this is pretty cool, 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 cool. And then we get into the last half hour where a bike messenger we just goes absolutely ninja and takes out a unit of Royal Marines. Okay, like I said in my online conversation last night, my suspension of disbelief does not have the Hulk level of strength needed to do that amount of heavy plot lifting. That just completely took me out of the previous 1+ hour of the film.
What do you
And
mean, Dave?
I haven't
Jesus.
seen any of the follow-ups. It's like, nope, don't care. And it's just uh
I've got it. I've got it. The
yeah.
name of the final movie in the series is just going to be Forever, because you've had 28 days, then you had 28 weeks, then you had 28 years. Next one is just Forever.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on for all this time, but
Well,
And
well, let me just say this real quick. I honestly believe that this one, because Cillian Murphy, I think he's the only one that was, because he was actually tied to the first
mhm,
one.
yeah.
So I think that I am interested. I am now interested in actually seeing it now that he was going to be in it, because I think Naomi Harris. I don't know if she was killed off in the second one. I can't remember,
Mhm,
but like I said, I'm there for it, man.
for
yeah.
sure.
I'll
But
take it.
and I like the individual elements. Okay, love Cillian Murphy. Okay, Christopher Eccleston is okay. Yeah, I mean, I love him as the Doctor. Haven't seen much of much of him outside of Doctor Who and then Thor and GI Joe. Bleh. But
Ah,
Alex Garland, Danny Boyle, all fantastic.
Yeah,
It's just one of the things that you think should work well together, and it just didn't.
it's just
And again,
wait a minute.
this is just me.
Wait. What?
uh oh, uh oh.
No, I'm just fucking with you, man.
Yeah,
All right. So we'll move us forward,
yeah.
because this is a movie that I know both of y'all have some quite good opinions about. I know it. I know it. Because I know I've been waiting on it since the first one came out way back in 2020. But we are finally getting a follow up to the 2020 Mortal Kombat with Mortal Kombat 2. It's going to bring back Lewis Tan as the new character Cole Young. Carl Urban got the role as Johnny Cage. I'm a tad bit
No.
disappointed in that. I believe
Hell
it should have
no.
been The Miz from WWE. Uh,
Exactly.
Jessica McNamee is coming back as Sonya Blade. Miak Brooks is coming back as Jax. Um, Tadanabu Asano is returning as Raiden. Ludi Lin is Liu Kang. Chin Hart is Shang Tsung. Looks like we're gonna have a noob Cybot. Scorpion Hiroki Sanada is coming back as Scorpion. We're gonna have a Kano, Kung Lao, Jade again, Katana, a young Katana. Shao Kahn will be present in this one. King Gerard, Queen Sindel, Quan Chi, and Baraka are all the characters that will be being brought in, or that'll be being shown to us in this Mortal Kombat. I know I'm juiced for it. I've been juiced for it since the end of one.
Okay.
So why don't I let y'all take over and give y'all opinions?
Okay. Yeah. Because I'm gonna make this real quick. Number one, Carl Urban. Fuck no. Hell no. I'm
What?
really like there is some serious universal. I mean, there's some alternate Earth mind blowing bullshit with this casting. I'm sorry, but Carl Urban. I mean, I love you as Bones McCoy. I respect the hell out of you as the Butcher in the boys, but fuck you, Johnny Cage. fuck you, bro. Like, no,
Yeah.
I can't, I can't do it. The Miz should have been, the Miz should have been the one. He's perfect. He's got the right
Amen.
attitude.
Amen.
He's
I'm
got
not
the
gonna.
right fucking attitude. He
I'm,
acts
I'm,
Hollywood.
yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with you that the Miz should be Johnny Cage, but I mean, Carl Urban, anything he's in, it's an automatic ticket buy for me.
Okay.
That's just how it is.
Can I explain something real quick? It's not that I dislike the choice of Carl Urban. It's
I
that
got you.
it's that I see him playing it more like a sarcastic asshole, like Wolverine, as opposed to as opposed to more of this comical asshole that Johnny Cage is, or that I see Johnny Cage as.
Right now, but keep in mind that
Hold on, hang on a
yeah.
second. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, all
So,
right.
but let's just review the range that Carl Urban has. Okay, we got Bones McCoy in New Trek.
Yeah,
We
Tony
got
Danza's pretty good in there.
Billy Butcher in The Boys.
Yeah.
Okay, Aomer in Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Okay, Judge fucking Dredd.
Yeah, he played that role pretty well too.
Okay, dude can do and adapt to just about anything. Okay, so like I said, you're right. Miz as Johnny Cage would have been better, but it's not an automatic pass having Carl Urban
Oh yeah,
in
no,
there.
no, no. I'm definitely
Yeah,
gonna go see the movie.
yeah, and you know, again, otherwise, I was, up until you said Carl Urban's name, I was, again, I was meh on the film because I'm not a fighting game guy.
Yeah.
You know, uh, eh, I've never really been a great fighting game guy except for Soul Calibur. I just button mash and random move. That's it. Um, but um, you know, again, not to dissuade anyone who's loving the games or anything like that, or is excited for the movie. Great, go see it. This is just me, my old fart opinion on stuff. Um, and I don't know the lore. I recognize some of the names, and I realize that a lot of people are pumped for a lot of who's going to be in there.
Yeah.
For the characters that are going to be in there. That's absolutely great. This is if Carl Urban wasn't in there, then I would just be I'm gonna you
Well,
know folks seeing it, I'm going to go see it too. Otherwise, I'll just like eh,
catch it when it comes on
or some
HBO Max.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that's exactly what I would be doing with that because I mean, but then again, you know what? I will just go on ahead and see what it is because I really didn't get a kick out of Lyndon Ashby in the original Mortal Kombat, and he was all right. He was all right.
Yeah.
So you
Well,
know,
the winner for me or the ringer for me is really this. For those of you who don't know, Michael Brooks is an amazing actor.
Yes.
yeah.
And I loved him in the first one, but prior to that, where I discovered him kind of, as I've seen him all over the place since, but where I discovered him out of was this television show that used to come on USA called Necessary Roughness, where he played this football player that was kind of like basically T.O. at the time.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They're flamboyant, out there, so on and so forth. And everything that I've seen him in since, I've loved him in. Like so when I heard he was returning as Jax, when I heard he was Jax in the first movie, actually I will be honest, the first time I heard about him, I was kind of skeptical. I was like, but then when I saw him, I was like, all right, yeah, I can buy it, I can run with it. But in general, he was the selling point for me. All right, so gentlemen, The next movie on our list of movies is another remake because as we've said plenty of times, um, Hollywood is completely out of fucking ideas and is now just redoing from back in the 80s and 90s when we had good movies. Uh, uh, this one is, I guess it is supposed to be. Is it supposed to be a sequel? Yes, it is a standalone sequel. How does that work? Isn't it either a movie is a standalone or it's a sequel? like how are you a standalone sequel? Like it
Well,
comes
I think what it
because
means that you don't need to have seen the first film in order to watch this one.
this one, fair enough.
yeah.
But it's Twisters is an upcoming American disaster film, uh, directed by Lee Isaac Chung with a screenplay by Mark L. Smith from a story by Joseph Kaczynski. It was produced by Frank Marshall and Patrick Crowley. It is a standalone sequel, there's that word again, to the 96 film Twister. The film stars Daisy Edgar Jones as Kate Cooper, Glenn Powell as Tyler Owens, Anthony Ramos. Hey, that's going to get me to go see it right there. Huge Anthony Ramos fan here. For those of you who don't know, he was the guy that was in the most recent Transformers and is most likely going to be in the crossover with the G.I. Joe. But I know him from Hamilton. Brendan Pereira, they don't say who. Maura Tierney, Sasha
Laura
Lane.
Tierney.
What's up?
Laura Tierney.
No, there's no R. Yeah, yeah, no Tierney. You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, my glasses ain't even working right now. Sasha Lane, Harry Haddon Patton, David Cornswell. I don't even know who half these people are. Tunde.
David Cornsweet. You don't know who that is?
If I
Now?
saw a picture
David
of him, I
Cornsweet.
probably know.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, don't say nothing.
There's
Don't
no
say a word.
picture of him.
Okay.
I, I,
Listen, David Cornsweet, sir, is the new Superman.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Seriously?
Nice.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Nice. Well, he's
What's
going to
wrong
be in
with you,
Twisters
man?
too.
yeah.
This movie is due to release July of this year, so in just a few weeks,
Yeah.
8 to 10, we'll be seeing him on the theater before he is Superman.
And I am there for it because I'm gonna tell you, Twister is one of my favorite Bill Paxton movies. Okay,
Rest in
like
peace, Mr.
yeah,
Paxton.
yes, sir. Like I'm definitely for that.
Yeah.
I'm with that. That gets my vote.
Yeah.
Thank
Um, Again, this is another meh for me. I'm right there with you, Saint, on loving Twister because of Bill Paxton. Uh, and it was great. You know, the the Van Hagar soundtrack, love it. Um,
you.
but
Van
um, I'm still, it's not something that needed to happen. The first film was complete in and of itself, great story, beginning to end, and this one,
Feels
like you
kind of
said,
forced.
Double K, yeah, it's forced. I've seen the trailer for it, and the most prominent thing was a repeat of the cow joke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like there's nothing that's investing me in it.
Shit happens, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
I'm
true.
I'm just gonna be um, I'm just gonna be grumpy old man all day. I'm just telling you that right now.
Uh. Uh. All right. So I know I'm not necessarily looking forward to Twisters, but it's something that piqued my interest. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, what are they gonna do with it? Can because I'll be honest with you, I thought the original Twisters was a good movie, or
Mm-hmm.
Twister.
Mm-hmm.
Thought it was a great Bill Paxton movie. It wasn't one of my favorite movies. Like it doesn't even make my top 20 list as far as favorite movies.
Yeah, yeah. Same here.
So it's a good movie as far as I'm concerned, but I don't see it like that. All right. Let's see. So the next movie on my list is one that I know you guys will be more than happy to listen to and or watch. I know most of us will be at the theater on the same night watching it. And that is Deadpool versus Wolverine. Um, all right, so we got a little Ryan Reynolds who dragged who dragged Hugh Jackson back into the
Jackson, yeah.
fold as Wolverine. And we are getting the crossover that we've always wanted. It's due to come out, I believe, this year.
Yes.
Yep, July.
Yeah, July
So in a few
25th.
weeks.
Yeah.
So gentlemen, your thoughts?
Dave, please.
Um, yeah, I'm their opening day for that movie. It is just absolutely, it's what we wanted. I'm not even a big fan of Deadpool or Wolverine in the comics, and this is literally the actors making the characters in for me. Uh, you know, um, Ryan Reynolds has done an absolutely fantastic job of making Deadpool a character that I care about, um, and just the literal tongue in cheek that he makes each movie undergo, where he's not afraid to take the shit himself. Yeah, he will poke fun at himself easily, and you know it's just yeah, it's all good. Oh yeah, Green Lantern. Yeah, yeah, yep, yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
same.
Well, well, see, let's not let's not even discuss the cameos that are going to be in this movie. You already know Jennifer Gardner is going to be doing her thing with Elektra. We
Mhm.
already know it's been talked about. Wesley Snipes is making an appearance from
Yeah, as
yeah,
Buddy.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like this is going to be, it's pretty much going to be, we already know that the TVA is deeply involved
yeah,
in this movie. So
yeah,
he's going to be taking on a Wolverine that came from a whole different universe. So we're not talking about the Wolverine that's part of the X-Men movie universe, because I'm
right.
also understanding that there's another alternate version where um he's in Madripoor with, with the eye
With Patch.
patch.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm like I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this whole thing is going to be turning out.
yeah.
Like I can't imagine. It's
This
going
is
to be
going to
good.
this is going to be the knot that ties all the various IPs that Disney Marvel finally have back
Yeah.
into under control, aside from Spider-Man and technically Hulk. Um,
Yeah,
but
because I mean they're right now they're running all the Planet of the Apes movies
yeah,
except for the very last one that just dropped.
yeah. But the Disney Marvel knot is basically going to be untangled with this. This is how we're going to get X-Men, Fantastic Four, everybody into the greater MCU.
Marvel, yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I'm all set on that.
I have been waiting
Can't
for
wait
this
to
movie
see
for
it.
a long time. I shall not be disappointed. Well, I say, all right, so okay. Let me see. The next movie keeps us within the MCU, or I don't know if it is, but Craven the Hunter is an upcoming American
Yeah.
superhero film featuring the Marvel Comics character of the same name. It's produced by Columbia Pictures with Marvel Entertainment, Arab Productions, Matt Talmick Productions, and distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing. It is intended to be the sixth film in the Sony Spider-Man universe. The film was directed by J.C. Chandor from a screenplay by Richard Wenk and the writing team of Art Markham and Matt Holloway. It stars Aaron Taylor Johnson in the title role, Ariana DeBose, Fred Heckinger, Alessandro Nivola, Christopher Abbott, and Russell Crowe. It is slated to be released December of this year. Saint, you want to kick us off with your thoughts on Craven the Hunter?
Okay, I saw the trailer, and clearly, and I'm sorry, no disrespect to the folks in the Spider Verse, but Madam Web is on Netflix. Madam Web is on Netflix. Come on, man. That shit is clearly not fucking working.
Yeah.
No, no.
It,
And
I,
it to me, and listen, Aaron Taylor Johnson, I love and respect your portrayal for Kick Ass. I love and respect your portrayal for Quicksilver, but hell to the no when it comes to Craven the Hunter. Fuck no. That trailer is fucking cringe. And for the rest of the Spider Verse, and especially, you remember, Madam Web is on Netflix. I rest my case.
Go on, Dave.
okay. I completely 100%. I mean, we are like Xavier mind linked on this, but um, Sony has a track record of pulling defeat from the jaws of victory. You know, for all sorts of reasons. Okay,
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. I need a drink because that shit was good. Okay,
but
continue,
you
sir.
know, yeah, exactly. I mean, Madam Web, Morbius. I mean, they have access to one of the most important IPs in comic dumb and all the associated characters. Okay, so you're going to waste Sydney Sweeney on Madam Web instead of a Black Cat movie? What the hell are they drinking in Japan? Okay? There is so much that can be mined out of the Spider-Man IP, but Sony is convinced to rooting around at the bottom of the barrel. Okay? I mean, um, who was the played Aaron Davis in Spider-Man Homecoming? Miles'
Yeah,
uncle. I can't remember his name. I'm blanking on it right now, but everyone's all absolutely excited about him. Was it Mashara Ali
No,
was
from what you thought? I don't think so.
from Spider-Man Homecoming?
no, that's Bokeem Woodbine.
Joaquin Wilbon, right.
Okay, move on.
You're not going to do a Prowler movie? Now, okay, Spider-Verse. They've been knocking it out of the park with the animated Spider-Verse. They've been
Oh
doing
yeah,
fantastic
they
with that.
always kill it.
That's great. But these big projects, these absolutely tentpole projects, they've been absolutely failing on. Sony got trolled into re-releasing Morbius.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
Okay?
I didn't know about that. I thought they just made the choice to do it.
No, no, they got trolled by the internet.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they got trolled by the internet into re-releasing Morbius. And it's just, Sony, they just can't stop tripping over themselves when it comes to Spider-Man. It's only when they've been teamed up with Marvel directly to have the MCU Spider-Man in there. Okay. Same way with Universal and Hulk.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, aside from the original TV series. Okay. But they just Universal is just so stuck on making millions off of their own Hulk film that they don't want to make billions by letting Marvel have the IP, do all the work, and
They just rack
collect.
in the money.
Yeah, rake in the money. Yeah,
Yeah.
they same way with Sony and Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. 100%.
6 movies.
Even though I will say this,
I mean,
I
Probably
personally
never
like the
will.
Venom films.
yeah.
Like I genuinely have.
I'm not a big Venom fan. Tom Hardy, great actor, but Venom to me, it's always been he's a villain. I'm just you can only have so many um, rehabilitated anti-heroes, and
Fair enough.
Venom isn't a very interesting rehabilitated anti-hero because he's so violent. For me, in the Spider-Verse, Sandman. Now that is he in the comics is a great rehabilitated
Yeah, yeah,
hero.
yeah.
Okay, dude went from being a core Spider-Man villain to working, to making it happen, to getting the presidential pardon, to becoming a reserve Avenger.
Very
Okay,
true.
Venom is I have my cake and I'll be damned if I can't eat it myself. As well.
Very
You
true.
know, it's you know, you want all the action and the horror that comes with the symbiote, but you don't want him to be a bad guy. It's like so, but yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Spider-Man is just wasted with Sony.
I
The,
feel
the
you.
the greater IP. Yeah. So
I think yeah, definitely. Like it would have been better off if they had yeah, if they had if they had just sold it back
if they
from,
just
it would have been just
not even
asked
have
for a piece of it.
yeah, exactly, like they do with the actual Spider-Man films
Yeah.
in the MCU. They, they don't have to do anything. They just like, okay, fine, here's the licensing agreement.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. So I'm gonna move us forward here real quick. And this movie is one that I know y'all will definitely like that we're talking about here. It is an upcoming American fantasy horror comedy directed by Tim Burton. From a screenplay by Alfred Goh and Miles Millar, based on a story by Goh, Millar, and Seth Graham Smith, a sequel to Beetlejuice, the 1988 hit and second film of the Beetlejuice franchise. It stars Michael Keaton, of course, as Beetlejuice. Winona Ryder returns as Lydia Deeds. Catherine O'Hara, wow, she's still doing it, returns as Delia Deeds. And Jenna Ortega is being cast as Astrid Dietz, Lydia's Winona Ryder's daughter, Justin Theroux as Rory, Monica Bellucci as Beetlejuice's wife. We don't have a name for her yet. William Dafoe as Wolf Jackson, a ghost detective who in life was a B movie action star, and then Bern Gorman as a reverend in Winter River. Additionally, Arthur Conti, Felipe Cates has been cast in undisclosed roles. So, Dave, your thoughts first on Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
I am cautiously optimistic for the film. Again, it kind of feels like a forced sequel cash grab. Um, but you know, just um, uh, you know, fuck Lydia's dad. First off, Jeffrey Jones.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad that they're not trying to rehabilitate the character, recast the character because I mean the actor is just
Yeah.
you
In his
know
own world, huh?
no well
Oh no, no, no,
no
no,
no he
no.
he he was serving time for child sexual assault. to
Oh,
put it mildly.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean that ruins that character. It ruins Walter Peck. Oh no, that's Atherton, not Jones. Um, it ruins it completely recasts the principal in Ferris Bueller.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay, to where it now Ferris Bueller is no longer a whimsical adventure. It's Cameron having a fever delusion and trying to escape the horrific abuse that his principal has put on him.
Damn. That's
Okay,
wrong. Uh,
yeah, but
Yeah.
like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic. So over to you, Saint.
Saint.
Let me just, yeah, because I do want to kind of sort of address the elephant in the room now. Um, the situation, of course, from what I understand, the movie is supposed to start off with the funeral of said character, the character that Jeffrey Jones was supposed to play in the original. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing this movie. Plus, on top of that, it's Michael Keaton and
Yeah.
Tim Burton. They
Mm-hmm.
have made the magic together. Plus, you bringing back Winona Ryder and Catherine O'Hara. So it's like I think that it should be
And
good shenanigans. Plus, on top of that, we need a good worthy of a sequel, and
yeah,
I think that
and
I think it should be good.
and Jenna Ortega is now Tim Burton's new leading lady.
Mm-hmm.
It was Winona Ryder, and now it's Jenna Ortega with Wednesday. So,
Well, Helena Bonham Carter too, though. So
well,
you know,
yeah, but
and I mean, I
you
know
know,
that's his lady, but
well, it's his
mm,
ex-lady, but
well,
uh,
okay.
Well, I'll
yeah,
say this: Jenna Ortega in general is making between the Scream franchise, this, and because I think what they're looking for with this one is I think they want to continue to cash grab. Which don't get me wrong, I completely
exactly,
agree. This is a cash grab, but the way you continue the cash grab is by allowing the first movie to take you into the next generation
right.
with a new actor, actress, somebody else at that lead role.
I mean, let's be perfectly honest about cash grabs. Empire Strikes Back was a cash grab.
Off of the
Okay,
successful Star Wars, yeah.
you can do good cash grabs.
Oh yeah, one hundred
You
percent.
you just need to make sure that they are good,
Yeah.
and you have people, and everything's lining up for this for Beetlejuice too. So,
See,
um,
Beetlejuice, good idea. Boys in the
yeah.
Hood too, even hoodier, not.
No.
Um, uh, no, that's not a movie that's coming out, folks. Don't even need to ask the question. Just no. I just made that up on the spot. Uh,
Devising. No, never mind.
Yeah, I would not be
but
surprised
I
if.
am definitely looking forward to seeing this movie. The last movie on our list is this. This is a movie. It's a musical psychological thriller. Whoever chose to do this, may I reach through
Yeah.
the screen and smack you harder than your mama smacked you when you were born. Joker Folle Du
Oh,
looks to
Okay.
be. I just. When I
Okay.
heard about it, I was like, cool, because I liked the original. It was deep, it was gritty, it was nice. I understood it. I like musicals. I no, I Saint. Yeah, no.
Okay. Okay. Let's address again the elephant in the room. Okay. As the Batman is my favorite fictional character of all time and favorite superhero, therefore we know about that being the Joker. Okay. Now, I did like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker because it was a different take on the Joker as opposed like every Joker that's been played has its own taste, especially the late great Heath Ledger. But This is a musical. I am afraid of musicals. And this is a musical from hits of, I think, the 90s or what have you. That's very, very scary. It's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, no. And then you got Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn.
All right. So okay. So
No,
me, I I never saw the first Joker. I have no desire to see the first Joker, especially after some of the things that I've heard, because you know it really it completely upends the dynamic of Batman, where
exactly.
it turns. I mean, having the Waynes be just another rich couple trying to pretend that they're good instead, you know, instead of people using their position to try to help the obvious ills of the city they live in, the only way that they understand how it 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 makes Bruce, your parents weren't that great. Your parents were just another.
I'm sorry, sir,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna tell you now. If Bruce Wayne sings a fucking solo in this movie,
Yeah, I know.
I will. And you know, Kevin, you know how I do, how we came up with our movie, our movie score, our movie
Movie
reviews.
review. Yeah.
You invented that, okay? Because I tell you, I will literally throw a fucking soda at the fucking movie. If
Um,
they do that shit, they will arrest me out of the theater. But I promise you, it'll be worth it because I'm telling you, if Bruce Wayne comes into this movie and he sings a solo, I'm telling you, I will be pissed.
and I'm not opposed to Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. I mean,
As an
Lady Gaga
actress, no.
as an actress, no, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not even opposed to the idea of a musical
Yeah.
in there, but not the '90s hit. I mean, if we went into where the film is Joker and Harley's delusional 1950s white picket fence life, complete with you know Doris Day style songs, original songs, that right there is a great framing device.
Right.
Turning Joker and Harley Quinn into Mamma Mia, that it's just there's nothing for me there. And I mean,
That's a negative, sir.
yeah, I'm not even opposed to Harley Quinn as an anti-hero recovering character. I mean, the animated series shows how you can do this right.
Yep. 100%. Like I'll be honest with you. Like I enjoyed Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, as that particular version of Harvey Quinn. Was
Yeah,
she the best actress ever? No, but I thought that she played that part well in what both Suicide Squad movies and then in the Emancipation of Harley Quinn movie.
right.
Like those weren't the best movies ever, but I felt like you got more of a vibe of the animated series than you did what you're going to get with this new Joker movie.
Right. And the Emancipation of Harley Quinn. I was watching it and I hate it for the fact that it made me understand the anti-diversity talking points, where it just felt that this was a list of female empowerment tropes that needs to be checked off rather than something organic. the way that the animated series turned it into, and let's just run with this overall. It's like
Right.
we need to have these things happen in there, and it just I'm it's yeah, and uh, so yeah, so it in just the Suicide Squad movies in general just were not my thing either. I mean, the first, yeah, I yeah, yeah. John Cena is a good straight man, which is when you build the comedy around someone who portrays literal stuff, same
Yeah.
as Dave Bautista as Drax.
Right. Right.
You know, you, you go off of their obliviousness to the surreal around them,
Yeah.
and they're just accepting everything they see as 100% canon.
All right, guys. So we're gonna
Yeah.
close out this segment with this. Do you guys have any pop culture uh, subjects that you guys would like to talk about before we go to commercial break?
Real quick on the subject of movies, I'm surprised that you didn't mention the two Lord of the Rings works that are
That's next
going to
week.
be coming out.
Well,
Oh,
one
that's
of them
next
is
week.
at
Oh,
least.
never mind. Okay. I'll save it for then.
All right. Saint.
I think the only thing I'm really looking forward to in terms of anything is the new Batman animated series. And
Cape Crusader, yeah.
oh my goodness, man. And the thing is that Harley Quinn
Hmm.
is, first of all, Harley Quinn is gonna be she's gonna be Asian.
Right, which
But
I'm,
yeah. Hold on. But
That's interesting.
she is devoid of the Joker.
mhm,
Like, so she's not gonna be jokey or funny. Like, she's about to be, yeah.
right,
We fixing to kick your ass, motherfucker. Like,
yeah.
like,
And
and it's a throwback to the '40s. So there's no technology, period.
mhm,
So yeah, Batman's gonna actually have to do some detecting.
yeah, I'm,
What's going on,
I'm
short
there for,
staff? What's up?
I'm there for that. I'm all invested in that. I'm just wanna, you know, Harley Quinn's Asian.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on.
exactly.
I-
No,
I'll
but
say it like
I think
this.
I think I just think it's an interesting take because people are actually going to be, fly off the handle,
Oh,
about it, and it's like, well, we already know for years that other characters, other characters would become a part of being,
Yeah.
different backgrounds. So, I'm looking forward to it,
I'm
especially for the right ones that need to
Yeah.
be
yeah.
Uh, go ahead,
I
David.
in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just people just people that look like me just complain about every little piece niggling piece of shit. And sorry, I shouldn't have used
No,
that
that's fine.
example of the word. Uh, you know, it's just every minor alteration you can think of, they'll
Yeah.
complain about.
Well, I'll say it like
Any.
this. I'll say it
Hmm.
in two quotes. One is from Ben Affleck from the should have won an Oscar movie Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, in which he tells Jay and Silent Bob, "What are you worried about? You're talking about fictional characters."
Characters. Yes.
And the other one comes from Jason Lee in the movie Chasing Amy, in which he's
Hmm.
talking to Ben Affleck and he's drawing out four different characters at a four-way road, and one's like the Easter Bunny, the other one's Santa Claus, one's the man-hating dyke. Or no, no, what is it? No, one's the man-loving lesbian, and the one's the man-hating bull dyke. And he asked him, which one do you think would get to the $100 bill first? Ben Affleck's like, I don't know, I don't give a fuck. And Jason Lee looks at him and goes, "The bullheaded dyke. You want to know why?" And he goes, "Why?" He goes, "Because the rest are all figments of your fucking imagination." Bro, we're talking about characters that do not exist in real life. Who gives a fuck if it's an Asian actress that plays them, a black
Yep.
actress that plays them, a white actress that plays them? Now, if the character itself calls for it to be a black character, then yes, I believe you should cast a black character. And that goes for written books or comic books. But if the character is ambiguous, if it's an alien fucking race, who gives a shit what care, like Ghost in the Shell, I'm like, I get it. I get it. That it should have been an Asian woman. But you know
And
what?
yeah,
It is what it is.
there's lots of misinterpretations with trying to turn anime and manga into live action in
Yeah.
misinterpretations of the cultural thing. I mean,
And that's why Akira, and that's one of the reasons why Akira will never get made.
yeah.
That's why Akira will never get made.
So
And that to me, and that's still the greatest manga of all time.
there you go. All right, so we'll close this particular segment on that note. We'll take our first and only commercial break, and then we will be back. Saint, are we talking wrestling this week, or are we diving right into video games?
No, we're gonna dive right into the games because, bro,
Okay.
we definitely have to talk about it.
All right, then when we come back, no SmackDown Alley this week. Tamatanga style. And we'll jump right into Gaming Corner. So stay with us here. I'm Dark Lord 100. That over there is Rune Scar. Below me is Agent K28. We make up the Cheap Pop Podcast right here on First GenXers Twitch TV. Peace.
You got to keep it. You got to keep it lovely. You got to keep it. Keep it. You got to keep it lovely. Success comes right after the struggle. I ain't even giving up on whatever I wanted. The tragedies I've seen, I can't even stomach. Most of y'all weak as shit and would've started running. Every time I make it back to the crib, I'm thankful the Most High let me see all of it. Grateful I'm lovely, and I've been real with this. Please don't judge me. I'ma stay on my shit. I'ma keep it.
Poetic beats. This is now versus then. 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 This is now versus then.
You getting on my nerves. You getting on my nerves. Gang, gang, bitch. You getting on my nerves. Gang, gang, bitch. You getting on my nerves. Get your titty, get your titty, get your titty on. Gang, gang, bitch. Get your titty, get your titty, get your titty on. I said what I said. No, please don't tell on me. No, please don't tell the police. Gang, gang, you getting on my nerves. She getting on my nerves.
You betcha.
All right. We are back. Hope you guys enjoyed that commercial block real quick. Letting you know what else is playing here on First Gen Xers on Twitch TV and over there on Bay Life Radio as well. Just to reintroduce you, though, for those who are just now joining them, I am Dark Lord 100. To the left of me, or to the right of me on your screen, or left, I don't know. Rune Scryer, and then below us is Agent K28. So, gentlemen, now we talk video games, as grown men do. I don't care what nobody says. Saint, you had something you saw this week that you really wanted to talk about. What's up?
All right, so we will. I did touch a little bit on college football 25, and we already know that's coming in a few weeks. However, though, I just found out that Madden is coming out on the August 16th. Now, there's this beautiful package coming together because we kind of already knew that Madden and college football should be reunited together as games, okay? You get so many points. And plus, on top of that, these are the deluxe games. This is not the standard package. So we're talking about $200 playing both to buy both of those games. And you get pretty much
I thought
like
it was
50 or
$149.
$60 off. Yeah, no. But I'm telling, like, if you spend 69 and 69 for the standard editions,
Yeah.
but you get $30 more, like 99 and 99, you know, you're gonna end up paying $200
All right.
separately.
Yeah.
But with this nice little package, this MVP bundle, where you give so many points for the college, and then you have so many points and some perks for Madden, then yeah, I'll take that, because to have those games back together and be able to, bring your character, man, what you already know. And I'm like, when it comes to the games, because we haven't had that in years, and I know personally that during those football years where you could bring your character from college football over to Madden, that was some of the best shit ever.
All right, so
That
here's
was
the
definitely some of the
deal.
best
Here's
shit,
what
man.
he is talking about. For the
Yes.
price of the, I believe it was 149, you get Madden, the 25, Madden NFL 25, the deluxe edition. You get 3-day early access. You get 4,600 Madden points, early access to Ultimate Teams challenges, aka player item, cover athlete elite player item, bundle exclusive elite player item, choice of 2 strategy items, superstar drip gear from PS5 and Xbox Series S, and then legendary XP post. That's just for Madden. For college football, you get EA College Football 25, the deluxe edition, just like with Madden. You get 3-day early access, 4,600 college football points, Heisman Hopeful Ultimate Team Pack, choice of 1 player item out of 5. Alma Mater Ultimate Team Pack, choice of 1 player item out of 134. Cover Athlete Ultimate Team Pack, choice of 1 player item out of 3. And Bring Glory Ultimate Team Uniform item. You get all of that for $150.
Now, hang on a second. When you say choice of one player, uh, does that mean that you get to choose one real life player, or
Yeah, one of the three cover, because
Oh, okay.
there's
Gotcha.
There's three cover
Ah,
guys
okay,
this
Well,
year.
that's for the
gotcha.
cover
Gotcha.
athlete one. I think the other ones, I think what they mean when they say one player item out of three is they choose one for you, but you'll get one of those three.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of confused because of, you know, EA's insistence on loot box mechanic where it's like, okay, yes, we give you one player. Well, that means that you get one random hit.
Yeah,
You get one you get one lottery ticket basically.
right.
You get who you end up.
Exactly.
So, um, yeah, but
Yeah,
continue,
no,
sports guys.
100%. But yeah, but the deal itself seems like a pretty good deal for 150 because basically you're
Hell
paying
yeah.
75 a piece for all of that for each game. I don't know how much because like
No, they're
I'm
ninety
saying
nine.
like
They're $99 a piece.
well no,
The
I know if you
deluxe
buy them
editions.
separately they're 99 a piece, but the 150 price tag split is 75
Yeah.
a piece for each bundle. Um, but what I'm saying is that there's only one feature that I care about. Like I love all this extra stuff, but there's only one thing. If you cannot run your guy from high school practice all the way through being drafted into the NFL, meaning you can take your character and you can take draft classes from NCAA to Madden. Unless you can do that, I don't want to pay nothing for it. Like I hate to be so critical, but that was the one thing that I loved, and I had to wait damn near what 6 7 years after the original NCAA football came out before I finally got that function. That function to be able to export draft classes from NCAA and upload them into Madden.
I
Please don't
think
take
that's
that away from me.
yeah. I think purposely, which is one of the reasons why I think Madden is packaged together with it because I mean, believe you me, I honestly believe that you know this is what what we've always been wanting a return back to this back to this stuff. And the thing about it is, especially now with the moves around, the moving around with all of these teams going to all these different conferences, like going to the ACC and so forth. Man, like I'm there for it. Like I really honestly believe that they're going to take care of this year. Now, if they don't, I mean, I'll still have two great games, but I honestly believe that they're going to integrate that this year.
Hold up, let's see. Goes beyond this.
So,
They're
what do you
saying that
think?
they're not sure with the licensing agreement that they'll be able to do it.
Well, let's just be honest in that the issue is the way the NCAA is set up in terms of exploiting the players for profits that the players never get a chance at, but the organization and the colleges just rake in all the dough,
Yeah,
and
Oh yeah, now they no, they're
how
getting
that
money.
that's
Some of these
changing now.
players are getting
making
some of
millions.
these
Yeah.
players are getting some endorsements and so
Right.
forth. So I
Well, the
honestly
NIL
think they're
allows them to
gonna
do that. The
yeah.
NIL licensing agreement allows them now to go out and sign direct contracts with, like the three guys that are on the cover of NCAA 25. They signed direct contracts with EA for their likenesses to be used on the cover, and they're going to profit personally from it. What the
Right.
NIL allowed is it got rid of the old school rule that used to state that players couldn't go out and sign individual endorsement contracts with anybody. Everything had to be through the college so that the
Yeah.
college got their piece of it. Now
Yeah.
players are able to go out and get that on their own directly to them. And it's not
Okay.
illegal. They can go out and sign autographs and do stuff like that and make money off their name while they're in
Right.
college. And
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I just my own view on it is that it should be, you know, that it should be like that, but with all the proceeds going into an escrow fund
yeah,
that the player can get upon either graduation or career-ending injury.
yeah. And that makes sense. Like, yeah. Well, and I do believe it does go into some kind of account. I don't know if it's a trust or an escrow like that,
Yeah,
but I do believe it goes into some kind of account that helps pay for their daily needs when it comes to
exactly.
books and food and
Yeah.
so on and so on. And like I said, not everybody's making like the
Oh yeah.
scale is like the lower level players, the lesser known players are probably making close to like maybe 100,000 a year, a
Yeah.
school year, off of it. Whereas the more known, the top tier players who are signing the contracts with EA and with Nike and stuff like that, those guys are making 3, 4 million. Like Caleb Williams, the guy
Yeah.
who just
Yeah.
went number one in the NFL draft this year, like
Yeah.
his NIL contract was like for like 3, 4 million per school year,
Right.
but he brought
Right.
in mad
Yeah.
amounts of money
Yeah.
to the
Exactly.
university, so it was worth it for them to pay
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah. So
So, all right,
yeah.
Dave, you got some
That's
games you want to talk about or deals and stuff?
uh nothing right now. I'm still going through Ayuden 100 Heroes
Nice.
in there. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. The resistance just began in the game, where the meat of the game, the central headquarters that you build up. I'm still recruiting, still doing all that. Uh, and literally, if you have Xbox or Microsoft Game Pass, this game is free to play. If you are a JRPG fan, uh, you owe it to yourself. Just start playing it.
Oh yeah.
It's absolutely free to play on Xbox, on PC, as long as you have your Game Pass account. Um, and this is by the guy who created Suikoden 1 and 2. It's the spiritual successor,
Okay.
and it's really fantastic. And lots of great new um, fight mechanic, fight systems in there. Um, my only complaint is the Western voice actress localization for some of the characters, because you know that you've got the you know cutesy characters in there because it's a JRPG.
Right.
I mean, you've got one character that thinks that she's a magical girl
Yeah.
in there, and the problem is that I don't know what it is, but there's a tradition of Western voice actresses just absolutely being unable to do cutesy characters the way that the Japanese voice actresses can. I mean, you watch Macross and Mari Jiwa, the voice the voice actress for Minmay is far more compelling than Reba West in Robotech, and it completely changes the nature of the character in there. Um, and that's true for just any Western localization of any character that's supposed to be the overly cute character in an anime. I don't know what it is. It's just something that I've noticed for decades now, and like I said, that's really my only complaint with Ayuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is that
Right.
it gets annoying.
Yeah.
Um, your clerk, your main clerk, your first healer, uh, is literally. You guys remember Judy Tenuta, the
Yeah.
comedian? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's her personality, literally, where she's all completely hyper aggressive in there, where you beat a squad and clerks in your group. She said, "And stay the hell down."
Uh.
Oh, excuse me.
Uh.
It's hilarious. It's funny, but it's much more tolerable than the magical girl when you complete a fight saying it's a good day for justice. And
That sounds relatively. I don't get it with some of these games that it gets a little excessively cheesy. I
Yeah.
right,
mean,
and that's the thing where the Japanese they understand just how much to apply. They understand how to do, where the line is.
Right.
The
Yeah.
Western voice actresses and the
Just they
Western
overdo it.
voice scripts, they overdo it.
Yeah.
And like I said, it turns the story of Minmay from an ingenue just starting out to an annoying, oblivious pop star.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dave. It's like now you're bringing back up anime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I remember playing the game Robotech on the PlayStation 2.
Hmm.
Robotech ever
Battle
I
Cry.
can't remember. Yeah, yeah, Battle
Yeah,
Cry.
yeah.
And I keep in my head I can't remember because I know the main character wasn't Rick Hunter. I can't remember
No,
exactly
it
who
was a
it
new
was.
character, but it was voiced by Cam Clark, who was the
Yeah,
voice of
but
Max.
it's like in my head he's like, I'm gonna take you to school. You know,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And for some reason, when the guys deliver those lines, it's not as over the top cheese
Yeah.
as when the
Still
females do.
cringeworthy, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I don't know. It's kind of just me, but yeah. Eden Chronicle 100 Heroes. Go out. If you've got Game Pass, it is a absolutely free to play game, and
All right.
it's
okay, I'm
definitely
with it.
check it out.
All right.
Oh,
Um,
wait, there is one thing, Kevin, I wanted to
What's that?
make mention of. So, ladies and gentlemen, I had the opportunity this past week to play WWE 2K24, and they put out
Oh, the
the
new DLC.
ECW
Yeah.
ooh,
the ECW DLC. And don't get me wrong, CM Punk was in rare form, the Sandman, Terry Funk, and of course the Dudleys. But I finally found out that the final boss, The Rock, came in to came up in the thing, and I got a chance to see the entrance. Kev,
Yeah.
I promise you, bro, that shit, it had me enthralled just as much as he did with WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It had the commentary, the whole 9 yards. That shit was absolutely amazing.
Beautiful.
With the $500 shirt on, I might add.
Yeah.
quick
Go ahead.
tangent. You guys gonna be watching the Von Erich family
The
biopic?
Iron Claw movie.
I am going to see that. Yeah,
Okay.
I am going to watch that
Yeah.
very
It's on
soon.
Max right now. It just got
Yeah.
dropped on Max. Uh, well, say okay. So two quick things. First and foremost, the tried a new game this week. It was the PGA Tour game on the Xbox. Don't really like the mechanics. Didn't really like the mechanics of Rory McIlroy golf. I like the mechanics a lot better on the PGA 2K series. But that's just me. But anyway, but the game's all right. Other than the mechanics, the graphics are amazing. Everything looks beautiful. The creative player is very intuitive, but just the mechanics are just real wonky.
Now that's the Masters one, right?
Right, the one with the masters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then here's the last thing for you, gentlemen. This is the last thing we will discuss today. I'm going to read this quick snippet to you, and I want you guys to give me your off the hand thoughts. An Indiana court recently touched off a firestorm of media attention and online debate by ruling that burritos and tacos are sandwiches. The decision exemplifies a long-standing issue in legal interpretation, how to figure out the ordinary meaning of words in statute or regulation.
Right. I saw this, um, and the reason for this. Did you read the actual reason why this lawsuit had to happen?
I know it was a guy was being sued. He had a taco cart, and it was something about like he it was illegal unless it was a sandwich cart.
Okay, no. So there's a strip mall, and the long-term development contract between the strip mall and the city said that the strip mall could have restaurants as long as they were sandwich shops.
Hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
And so, dude signs a contract with the strip mall to bring his taco cart and do a strip mall shop
Yeah.
for tacos and burritos. City said no, that breaks the
The
development
deal,
agreement,
right?
and
Right.
so that made it all the way up to the Indiana Supreme Court. So
And that's where they decided that tacos and burritos are sandwiches.
yes,
Listen,
Oh
man,
man.
get the fuck out of here, man. Like,
Hey man. Hey, look. Here's the thing about it. Soft tortilla tacos, I get it. Cause flour tortillas are basically like bread. They're they're
yeah.
they're not exactly, but they're basically like bread. So
and
you
soft
so you
tortilla
fill them
and
with
soft
meat
corn
and
tortilla.
yeah, fold it over, got a sandwich. It's the burritos that get me because I
Well,
have never ate a sandwich that was closed off.
a hot pocket, a pierogi.
True, true, true. Or what are those called? The Uncrustables?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uncrustables, man. What the fuck is Uncrustables?
You ain't seen that? They're
uncrustable.
like little peanut butter and
Dude,
jelly sandwiches, and
Oh,
they're
no,
just
well, you
literally
got to remember, man.
yeah.
Dude, I haven't eaten peanut butter
So
in
yeah,
damn near 12, 13 years,
yeah.
man.
So
So
they're put up by Unilever, which owns Smuckers. So it's
Oh, okay. I've seen
yeah,
that. I've seen those.
it's
I've seen
literally
those.
yeah pre-made um,
PB and J's.
PB and J's, now PB and Honey too.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
that
nice.
you stick them in your freezer and then you pull them out. Um, you pull them out, put them in the the lunchbox. By the time it's lunchtime,
It's on.
it's all thawed and good to go, and it's nice and fresh. So,
And to show you how lazy they've gotten at some high schools, my
hmm
daughter's school
oh
sells
yeah,
those for lunch.
yes, exactly. It's but
No, it's probably not lazy. She did this. I worked in a lunchroom, so like,
yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah, like
exactly.
it's just funny to me.
Yeah.
It's just uh, you know,
Drop one of those in a
but the
basket
whole
with a
thing,
bag of chips, and it's
yeah.
considered a full lunch.
But the whole thing with tacos and burritos being sandwiches, it's just more legalese wrangling.
Right,
You know,
right.
it's it's Clinton. It's like, what is the definition of sex?
Yes. well, think about it like
I
this.
did not lie when I said I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I think about it like this. If you can go in almost any court and make a convincing enough argument to make the judge kind of go, you can win a court case, no matter how ridiculous your what you're suing for is. If you can go in and make a convincing enough argument,
Hmm.
and this guy evidently had his ducks in a
Yeah,
row, and
yeah.
was able to go in and make a convincing argument to make tacos and burritos sandwiches in the state of Indiana.
Have you ever
But yeah, no,
seen?
but nobody don't want.
Have you guys ever seen the what's called the sandwich matrix, which is the 3x3 grid?
Uh,
It's
what's a sandwich and
basically
what's not?
yeah, but no, it's based off of it's a meme that's based off of the Dungeons and Dragons alignment chart, where you have one axis being good and evil, the other axis being law and chaos. So there's like um, structural traditional and structural unconventional, feeling traditional, feeling unconventional, and you've got from like um, straight PB and J, structural traditional and feeling traditional sandwich to
Right.
at the opposite end, a sushi roll being structurally unconventional, feeling unconventional.
Uh, Oh, I guess that's one way to look at it, huh?
Yeah.
All right,
Mm.
fellas. So that's gonna close us out. So Rune Squire, you're up first, man. Why don't you let us know when the next time you're gonna be on, sir?
I will be on tonight from midnight Pacific time until I fall asleep again with Ayuden 100 Heroes. It's getting really interesting. Um, I've got probably a good dozen to 15 of the characters already recruited and at my base. I'm doing more, and the resistance has started. The invasion happened, and you know, we're regrouping and we're building up our headquarters, and we are getting good to go. We're
There you go.
getting more folks.
All right, Saint, you're up.
Okay, well, pretty much you guys already know tonight, in about an hour or some change or what have you, that is going to be a good show tonight for MVT Deuce. And we're just bringing we're gonna be trying to do different editions during the week. So on Sunday we're gonna be more kickback. On Tuesday we're gonna be trying to do a little something different, but on Thursday we're gonna be doing our series with featuring different artists and so forth. So we're trying to bring something a little more to the table this time. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, man.
There you go. All right, and
And
then
one
going.
one last thing on the video game, uh, check out our Facebook page. I am going to be dropping. I just found out about this before we started doing the recording. There is an upcoming open world sci-fi survival horror game based off of War of the Worlds that's in development.
Nice.
And there's a gameplay demo that's going to be on the classic H.G. Wells novel. So I'm going to be dropping that trailer on, or the gameplay demo on our Facebook page. It's still in development, but you're not only going to be running from the Martians and trying to survive, but you're going to have to be dodging some desperate human survivors as well. Make sure they don't jack you for your stuff.
All right, right on. And then finally, there's me. Let's see. I am going to be on a little bit later on tonight, trying to lead the Colorado Rapids to a victory on FC, and then I'll also be streaming NHL 24. But before that, I'm going to be on the classroom right here with O'Malley. I've gotten confirmation that she will be ready for tonight. So we'll be doing another great episode this evening. So join us for that. Join the Saint up next, or Agent K28 with MVT Deuce, right?
MVT Deuce, yes, sir.
Yes. And then Rune Scribe tonight on the night shift. So that's wraps it up for us, y'all. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Hope you continue to join us, and we will see y'all later. Peace.
Yep.